these days. He put his pen down in a huff. That's not fair. I'm a bird and birds don't like being underground. How would you feel if I made you do something that worms don't like doing? You made me fly to Kenya with you, I whispered in a small voice without moving my lips. I heard that, Marcus. That was completely different. We didn't even really know each other then. Here's another clue, he said, changing the subject back to crosswords. I'm not telling you the answer until you agree to go outside. Laurence looked worried. He half closed his book. Do you want to do this puzzle instead? He held up a box with a picture of a dog carrying a basket of kittens and flowers. No, I said grumpily, even though it looked really fun. I want to play outside. Laurence closed his eyes to think for a moment. How about if you go out to play and I watch you from up here? I'll be able to see you if I lean out of the window. I shook my head. It's not the same. He sighed heavily. Okay, I'll come with you. Even though he didn't seem excited by the idea, this was the first time he'd agreed to leave the birdhouse in ages. I'll need to wear a special outfit, though, so I won't get mud on my feathers, he added. He waited a few seconds before saying, Too bad we don't have anything suitable in the dresser. We'll just have to stay home instead. I flopped down from my chair. He wasn't going to wriggle out of it that easily. I'll make something for you, Laurence. I just need trash bags, tape, and a jar of gherkins. What do you need the jar of gherkins for? To eat while I'm working on your outfit. Fine, Laurence grumbled. I'll get the things you need. He stood up slowly. A piece of cheese sandwich that had been tucked in his feathers fell to the floor. He dragged his feet in slow motion toward one of the cupboards. I felt annoyed and sorry for Laurence at the same time. We don't have to go outside if you don't want to, I said without thinking. Oh, all right then, he chirped, dropping the roll of trash bags on the floor and hopping back to the sofa at great speed. I was mad at myself for speaking without thinking. Sometimes I wished I had a special machine that would let me undo the stupid things I'd just said. Like a time machine. If I had one of those, I'd use it a lot. Laurence read another clue. Fruit from a tree, 5 letters, second letter P. Apple, I sighed. He wrote the letters in the boxes, whistling from his beak as he breathed. I could feel my blood pressure rising. Why couldn't he breathe like a normal bird? I wondered what it would be like to have an actual time machine. There would be so much we could do with it. I'd definitely use it to stop Laurence from taking up crosswords as a hobby. And then we could go back 80 million years dressed as robots. That would totally confuse the dinosaurs. Laurence interrupted my thoughts as he loudly snorted to clear his nasal beak passages. Did he really have to make such horrible noises all the time? He was always clearing his beak or whistle-breathing or stirring his mug of hot chocolate and making a clink, clink, clinkety-clink sound. It was so annoying. Also, since he'd adopted the habit of being boring and lazy and sitting on the sofa all day, he'd stopped taking his regular bird baths and now he smelled like a sweaty goat. No offence to goats. I shook my head. I'd had just about enough of Laurence and his disgusting smells and irritating noises. What are you thinking about? Laurence asked cheerfully as he stirred a mug of hot chocolate, making a clink, clink, clinkety-clink sound. Nothing, I answered abruptly. I couldn't tell him what I was thinking. It was too horrible. It looked as though you were deep in thought. I was thinking about a time machine.